labels. If there's a reference I don't know, then can I make it? Or, I mean, just can I say something about the album?
What happens? So did y'all hear?
Got shot yesterday. They needed to get shot.
No, seriously, did you hear about the shooting? Yeah, 4 students died.
You should watch the news. You should listen to the news more.
Yeah,
What happened here?
On the radio. Shame on you.
Well, it happened here. I'm surprised no one heard about it.
Our friends are peacefully demonstrating,
Demonstrating,
and they got
protesting.
shot.
Military decided to open fire.
Love, sister.
The war. It's terrible.
You'll deserve a seat.
Let's sit with the girls.
Who's replaced the chalkboard? Where's the chalk?
In my car.
The chalk in your car. Why'd you take the chalk out to your car? Where's the blackboard?
We wanted to draw on tonight. It's, I don't, it doesn't matter. We don't need it.
How about we write on a whiteboard for you?
What's wrong with black?
The professor's talking, brother. This is a sad day in the history of this university and the history of this country. Somebody tell me what happened here a day or two back. And what happened and why?
Are you talking about those innocent people who were slaughtered?
No, I'm talking about the lawlessness that occurred out here on the...
No, you're talking about people being shot for no reason.
For no reason?
Yeah.
Those
Explain to me.
those
Explain, please.
people were out there protesting our war effort. We're trying to stop the communists from coming into our country, which they're here. They're here already. The police told them to stop what they were doing. They were throwing bottles at the police, and they got shot. 4 people died,
That's
9
correct.
people were injured.
That's correct.
They deserve to be shot.
Of course, it was their fault. They were being forced to try to join the military to fight a war that doesn't mean anything to anyone else but this government industry of military and conquest.
I'll tell you something.
I don't even know what that means.
Tell you something, you beatnik. Back in Fort 42, me and my friends and colleagues, we went to Germany, we went to France, we went to Japan, so that you could be here running your mouth. We went voluntarily. If it were up to you, we would be under Hitler's regime this day. But instead, you and your coward friends don't want to go fight for freedom against the atheist, godless communists. Is that what you want?
Freedom.
Freedom. Are you?
For who? Not for me. Not for my people. Democracy. Democracy's a joke. No democracy is. The democracy of the white people of America. That's what it is.
Communism is equality.
No, it's not. You just sleep with anything that walks.
Wow. Where's your boyfriend?
My boyfriend's in Vietnam.
Yeah, he probably has a Vietnamese girlfriend.
They agree. Well, you'd agree, don't you?
You don't want to admit that, do you? Your boyfriend probably has a Vietnamese girlfriend.
He does not.
Killing babies.
Killing babies.
Even if your boyfriend was in Vietnam, he'd be sad. Yeah. See, she agrees.
Yeah, fighting a war that doesn't need to happen.
Why doesn't it need to happen?
Well, why are we over there in the first place?
Yeah.
We're spreading peace and love.
Not in the war. They're killing children. for Pete's
They're
sake.
about to have a dictatorship rise. It's already in Cuba. It's continuously spreading. Like you, it's already here. We need to go and prevent it from spreading even more. It's a problem already. That's why people
How's it a
have to
problem?
sign up. The draft is failing because we have protesters. People like you are refusing to go fight.
The draft is
What are your
stupid. It's
values?
unconstitutional.
What's unconstitutional about the draft? It's been around for, they did in World War II and I.
Well, guys like Jackson and Monroe, they believe in only fighting a war that you believe in. If you don't believe in the war, you shouldn't have to go over there and fight.
If you don't believe in the war, like Dr. Gardner already said, if people like Chris and other protesters continue to protest, who's going to go fight it? That's why we have a draft. Everybody equally has an opportunity to go. Just like you. Just like you.
They didn't attack us. Why do we have to go to another country and prevent them from being the way they want to be?
A dictatorship.
It's easy. Look at who they're fighting. Oh, they're fighting the white
little
man.
brown man.
Oh, they're fighting the brown man.
That has nothing to do with it. It's
Now
a
you want to send the black man
dictatorship.
over there to fight the brown man. First you tried to load us on a boat and bring us over. Now you want to put us on a plane and send us back.
All I heard you say was.
Sounds like you want to go back, sir. You don't like democracy.
No,
Why
sir.
don't you go back to Africa
I'm an
and live
American.
among the savages there?
I'm
That's
tired
what I
of
said
dancing
back
to your
to.
beat. My grandfathers ran. We've been running. We're tired. We're out of breath. My people are tired of running. We're not running anymore. You're not sending me away. I'm an American.
It's an excuse. You're using your color as a defense and as an excuse not to go fight for your country.
You tell me why you're over there fighting brown men then.
Why?
Want to send
Who
black
cares
men to
what
fight the
color
brown
they
men?
are? It doesn't matter if they're brown, black, or white. I don't care what color they are. I'm
What are you
doing it to
fighting for?
prevent a dictatorship from spreading and getting here. That's what I'm fighting for.
Could you explain to us, what is a communist? I don't think they understand.
It is people like this gentleman over here, the lady behind him, that do not care for our capitalistic ideas, the way our country is run. A communist wants to come in, they want to tell us how to live our lives, the government wants to control everything, and that's not the way that we live. We work hard and we earn our money. Anybody can be anything that they want to be in this country because of the capitalist system. People that deserve to be something, sir. You wouldn't be talking like that if you were down here in Alabama where I'm from.
That's why I don't go down to Alabama. A whole bunch of backwards folk doing
You got something in your hair there, brother. You got something in your hair. You might want to get
That's
that
so
out.
I can comb it.
You comb it in the morning
I
time.
gotta keep it groovy.
I smell marijuana around me or pot. Niggas been doing drugs around here.
Yeah, there's nothing but peace around over here.
Happiness.
You might look
You
at
read
your
the Bible?
Bible if you come back.
Do you read the Bible?
Occasionally.
Occasionally.
Seems to me the fundamental problem here is
I read
ignorance.
God.
Do you know what communism is? You know what communists believe? You've been smoking drugs, having sex with every guy who walks up and down the street.
She has.
Were you at Woodstock? Huh? Were you at Woodstock? You listen to the Beatles?
Who doesn't listen to the Beatles?
Who listens to the Beatles?
Trash.
You listen to the Beatles?
Trash.
Well, I've got bad news for you.
Relic, baby.
Some Japanese woman's caused them to break up. Well, one of their leaders just recorded another song, and I tell you, it's a communist song. The song says something like this: "Imagine no possessions." That's right. That is the definition of communism. No private property. And then the second line goes, "No religion too." That is atheism. And that's in fact what communism is. No private property and no religion. What was the first communist country? Where was it?
Russia.
Russia. Very good. 1917. What happens after World War II? How many other countries become communist?
A lot.
A lot, right? I mean, Poland, all the Eastern Bloc countries, etc., etc. What happened in 1949? What major country with a billion people in it became communist? That was 1917. I'm talking 1949 now. China. And a year later, they went down into Korea. And my buddies went back over to stop them there. And now, in 1954, they went into Vietnam. Not too many years ago, friends, they came to Cuba. Do you know how far Cuba is from the United States? Who knows?
It's 90 miles.
90 miles. Communism is spreading like a cancer from 1917 till now. It's spreading. And we need good men like you to be the chemotherapy. Are you going? You're going to stop that spread? It's coming. Look, it comes into Cuba. It's going to go into Florida. It's going to come right up. It'll be in Ohio before you know it. You're going to stop it? Are you going to stop it?
I'm going.
You're on the way?
I should all able-bodied men.
You shouldn't have to.
What do you mean?
Not worth
So
it.
you just want to surrender to the atheist? Is that it? You want to have an atheist country, no freedom, no private property? Get your shoes, boy. Your stuff. You like that shirt? See, you got that watch on. You like owning that, or do you want the government to own that? Boys, you gonna go?
Oh, yeah.
You gonna go?
Yeah, I'm going.
God bless you. God bless you.
Don't go.
Now, I've heard some nonsense. I've heard some nonsense. Some girls want the right to be drafted. You don't want that, do you? You're not girls.
No.
Fight in the war.
No.
There's all this talk about equal rights amendment,
We
this,
did.
that, and the other.
I don't recall
Wait,
that.
let's hear from this crazy woman here.
Like my mama did and her mama did.
Listen here.
If women were in charge, there would be no wars.
No, that's wrong. A woman's role is in the house, taking care of her husband, being faithful to her boyfriend, like David's fighting Vietnam. So I'm stuck getting an education just in case he gets hurt, which he won't. And he's not dating a Vietnamese woman. He's fighting for
Probably
her.
How do you know
several
these
Vietnamese
things?
women.
Because he writes home.
He writes home, so you take what he writes.
And that's what Nixon says a good woman is supposed to do. And that's what
Nixon's
we
a
do.
joke.
Nixon is not a joke.
I'm talking about the leader of our country. A joke?
It's a free country, isn't it? That's what you guys keep
I feel
saying.
his history.
It's a free country. Think about.
It's my country.
No, I agree with that. If you don't want to fight, you don't have to fight. But like Gardner said, you're talking about communism. Do any of you guys like what you believe in, your religion? How many of you believe you should be able to believe what you would like? Or own whatever you would like?
God bless
Right
you.
on.
If you should own and do those things, maybe you might have to defend that sometimes. We have people in here now already. We have communists in here. It's spreading. It's already here. We
Where are
need to
you
prevent
from?
it. Where am I from?
Because it's not the United States.
I'm not from the United
No.
States.
I was just wondering.
And
What'd
you-
you say?
Well, I was just gonna say, man, who's he defending against, man? There's this.
He's talking to the voices.
I know it's like mankind is just one thing. You know, we're all together in this thing. We all have one world. We all live together. You're fighting over little trivial things, and we can all just.
You know, you need
Live
to go to
together,
Jamaica and hang
coexist.
out with Bob Marley for a little while.
Oh, I've never seen it. Yeah, I'll go.
I can't even breathe over here.
Oh, I love that.
Marijuana is an illegal drug. Did you not you've not heard that?
It's about experiencing.
Legal by who? You know, by whose means? The government-
Again, I
the
thought we had
government's
choices
telling us-
in this country.
You want to be free to do whatever you want, but you want to restrict
Government's
what I should do.
controlling
You are not free to impinge on someone else's
Exactly.
freedom.
And I haven't been called yet.
When you fought, sir, I know my
I
father.
was at the Battle of Midway, the turning point of the war.
I know.
Proudly.
Thank
I'm
you, sir.
listening.
Thank you for that, sir.
I would show you my
You
room, but it's
don't
probably
like
not
her.
proper.
I've seen a few, my
Thanks.
uncles and all that, but what, didn't we have morals and values in this country, and integrity and ethics? What happened to that? What happened to these people right here getting so uppity and acting like they run this country?
You're uppity right now. Have something for down.
Uppity.
That's why you don't like communism.
She's asking for drugs.
You're mad that you don't own us anymore. You want those possessions back. Guess what? You can't have us.
What movement are you leading, sir?
I'm about the what? If you're gonna speak up, speak up.
He said the black people movement.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. It's time, you're sitting here talking about this freedom. Freedom for who? It's not democracy for the black man, it's hypocrisy for the black man. You want freedom of possessions, right to do what you want. We don't have that right. We don't.
So
That's
just
why we're
because
fighting
you're black,
for
you
it.
can't dodge like Cassius Clay. You can't go running off and saying you're not going to Vietnam. Just
You're
because he's
saying-
black.
Fight to fight who? You want us to fight these people because you don't agree
you
with
don't
what they do.
defend
Again,
your
same
own
thing with the
freedom.
black people. You don't agree with the fact that we're black